back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Camila. I'm living in South Korea and I'm pregnant. So basically this video, this Q&A is about the pregnancy and how we are gonna change our lives. I select the questions that I think it's most interesting for you and the questions that repeated many times. And now I'm going to answer them. Have you seen this? I made, yeah, for my baby girl. So let's get started. The first question is about our house. Will you move to a bigger house? This question is kind of complex, so I need to explain the reason we're living here now. We decided to live in this apartment because this apartment is right next to my parents-in-law apartment. And we thought it would be very easy if we were living next to them once we have babies. They would be more flexible to help us because we're basically neighbors. It takes like 5 minutes by walking go to their apartment. So this is the main reason. If we move now for a different house, it will be kind of weird because it will go to opposite directions that we decided in the beginning. As we know, the baby doesn't need a specific room for till 1-2 years old. We decided to keep living in this apartment. So no, the answer is no, we're not moving to a big house, not now. And where will be the baby's room? Well, actually baby will not have a room. What we're planning is the crib will be in our room with the baby hygienic products, clothes, the basic needs for babies. And everything that's related for the baby development, we are setting it in our office. Soon we are going to release the video where we are organizing every space in the house for receiving the baby, so you will be able to see better what we are planning. How much weight have you gained? Well, I'm kind of ashamed to answer this, but considering the fact that I'm at the end of the second quarter, I'm over 6 months, I can tell you I gained 10 kilograms. But you know what is weird? I'm not eating that much. I don't know why. My weight is just keeping increasing. But the weird thing is, even gaining 10 kg, it doesn't seem to be 10 kg. One thing I realized, I'm only put on weight on my breasts because I didn't have breasts. If you see my previous video, I didn't have breasts, and now I have a big breast. And here in the middle of my back, where the baby is, here. My legs are still the same size, my butt the same size. So I don't know, what do you think about my face? Did I put on weight my face? What do you think? Not too much. Seems to be the same. Yeah, but anyways, 10 kg so far, guys. It's a lot, but okay. I know I can eliminate them after pregnancy, so I'm okay. Are you guys planning to have more babies? The answer is yes. If you are new in this channel, you probably don't know that I got pregnant because I made a treatment. And in the end of this treatment, we got 3 embryos. 1 embryo is our baby now. 2 other embryos frozen. According to the clinic where we made the treatment, I have 3 years to use these 2 embryos. 1 year I'm wasting with this baby, so I will have 2 other years. But the thing is, after 2 years, if I don't implant them, they will be discarded, which we don't want, right? So now our second option is to increase the period of the embryos will be in the clinic for more 2 years, but we need to pay extra. It's kind of relieved. I have more time to try the 3rd baby. Considering my age, I'm become 39 soon. It will be very difficult if I try to go to a treatment again to get new embryos. So I believe these are my only chances to be pregnant again. Breastfeed or bottle feed. As you can see, I have a lot of milk because my breast is triple sized. So For sure I will try breastfeeding, especially because for the baby and also for my health, it's better. I have lived in Korea for almost 5 years, and I have never seen a mom breastfeeding or bottle feeding a baby in the street. Never, never, never. I know in Brazil it's very common, you breastfeed wherever you are, but here no. I need to deal with the difference of culture. At home, for sure breastfeed, but if I need to go out, I need to use a bottle feeder. But okay, no problem. Am I planning a epidural or all natural? To be honest, the beginning of the pregnancy, I really considered to have a C-section. Even I didn't need a C-section because I was too afraid of having pain for the labor job. I started to watch on YouTube some natural birth, they call it vaginal birth. And I realized that the women, the mothers are screaming not because they're feeling the pain. They are screaming just because when they scream, they get strength to push the baby. So once I discovered it wasn't related to pain, I got curious and interested in having a natural birth. But for sure with epidural. Not all natural. I strongly believe I can't tolerate the pain. I have so low tolerance for pain, I might faint, because of the pain. So yes, I'm gonna have a natural birth with epidural. But my doctor also warned me there is a chance for me to have a C-section, because if the baby is too big at the day of the labor, they will not risk to have a natural birth. They said it will more likely for me to have a C-section. So I need to prepare myself to have a C-section, not only natural birth. I'm going to mentalize I'm gonna have a natural birth and everything will be okay. I'm 100% sure. Yes. Thoughts on delivery, baby? Am I nervous? Am I feeling nervous? Oh yeah, I am a lot. I'm super excited to deliver the baby. I can't wait. But in the other hand, I'm freaking out. If the time comes and Jun is not here with me, and I can't imagine past for all that start in the beginning without Jun next to me. Yes, I'm extremely nervous. Sometimes I just prefer to not think about that. And especially when I'm about to sleep, these thoughts come to my mind. Just to talk about this situation, I'm sweating because I'm getting nervous, I still need to learn how to deal with this feeling, but yeah. About the postpartum strategy. Okay, here in Korea, we have a different system. The new mom, once they leave the hospital, the maternity, they can go to a hotel and stay there for the longest 3 weeks. In that place, the nurse teach the mother how to feed the baby, how to breastfeed and how to make a bottle feed, how to shower the baby, how to change the clothes, how to help the baby with cramps, and also the mother receives massages and they have a special diet and others benefits, but it costs, it costs. Normally, the mothers who have C-section, they prefer to go to this hotel than go direct to home because their nurses would keep helping her during all the process of taking care of the baby. In my case, if I have C-section, Jun is really considering to take me to this hotel at least for 1 week. But if I have a natural birth, we have a second option. Here in Korea, the government gives us the benefit to have a housekeeper for at longest 2 months. For sure, we need to pay a little, but it's not as much as the hotel. And the housekeeper will cook for me and for the baby and for my husband. We'll take care of the house. We'll take care of the groceries. Make a list for us to buy groceries. If I had the other members' family living here, she would also take care of them. Because the main reason for that person staying in our house is to give the mother more time for the mother recover from the pregnancy, for the labor. So this one, Jun is more tendent to hire that housekeeper to help us. Next question is a kind of difficult question. Did we have a preference on our baby's gender? Some people thought Jun and I, we got upset with the baby's gender results. We didn't have a preference. What happened to us was everybody around us was telling us that the baby would be a boy. The first 4 or 5 months, we truly believed that the baby was a boy. And when we got the results that the baby is a girl, we got in shock. Actually, we got shocked because first we didn't realize the baby could be a girl, and second, we're so into the baby boy words that we needed to have a time to change the key for a girl's word. But it was super fast. In one night, while sleeping, everything was changed. But I think it's pretty common. I check on internet. It's very normal. These things happens. These mistakes the parents does happens. Now we are pretty excited because now we are going to have a little girl. Yay! And I think we are listening too much others instead of listening ourselves. Yeah. So if you are facing this situation, listen yourself, not others. Okay. So guys, these questions were the questions for today's video. I hope you had enjoyed the answers. If you still have some questions, please put the comments below. I will make sure to answer all of them as fast as I can. And me and Yang stays here. I hope to see you in the next video. And guys, don't forget, if you like the content, thumbs up, comments below. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Bye.